part of the mechanical operation of the mouth.
We'll talk about that.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian. This channel is all about music and art. And what I thought I'd do is I thought we'd just have an update. And I haven't done one of these for a while. And as the title suggests, I'm going to discuss the fact that I've had 1 million views on the channel. 1 million views! I'm also going to talk about how I dealt with the negative comments and the fallout from that bloody Rob Chapman video which I did over 6 months ago. If you've not seen it, there's a link down below. I'll also talk about what's coming up in the future. So if this is the first time that you've been here, thanks for watching. I like to put out videos at least once a week, usually on a Monday or a Tuesday. But it can change, because I suppose life's like that really. And I find it incredible that you guys out there in YouTube land have watched my content over 1 million times. And so thank you very much for that. Because for this channel to suppress that many views, for me is just mind-blowing really. And it does mean so much. I mean, I'm just an old guy who loves art and music and wants to share with the interweb. Now, one thing I did think, it would be good if you could tell me the type of stuff that you want to see. I can't always guarantee that I'll be able to fulfill all requests, but if it's music or art related, I'll try. So tell me what you want to see. Do you want more reviews, more tutorials, more art stuff? I don't think I've done a huge amount of art gallery type stuff. And I've done my first reaction video recently, which gained a mix of comments, really good and bad. And I will do some more of those because there were some other song suggestions by the guys that had watched that. But currently, YouTube revenue is taken by the record company. So unless the video is sponsored, I can't add any advertising revenue to it. I mean, one way that I could sort of manage this is via my Patreon page. Something like for every 5 new Patreons, I'll slip in a reaction video. But how do you feel about that? You tell me what the sort of things you want to see. And while we're talking about Patreon, the Patreon starts at £1 a month and there's lots of extra goodies. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So thank you very much to everybody who's commented, watched, debated, criticised and trolled me over the last 1 million views. And yes, just like everybody on YouTube, I've been trolled with some terrible comments really. And I think everybody on YouTube has had this. I have to say that most of the trolling happened after the Rob Chapman video. But that video was certainly one of my most successful videos. It had 240,000 views over a 6-month period with 1,460 comments on that video. And it did really polarise people. Lots of people were saying I brought a new perspective to the Chapman issue, the Chapman guitar issue and the way that Rob Chapman was running his channel at the time, while others said that they hated my style, how I spoke, accused me of jumping on the bandwagon just for views. And I also know that Ryan and Angela at RNA Music, I included part of their video in my video, had some horrible, hateful comments generated on their channel, which to be fair was just wrong really. And what I started to do at the beginning was I started to call out these trolls on the channel and try to counter their hateful comments with humour and sarcasm. But I have to say that becomes wearing after a time. And I've changed my approach, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to ignore a lot of the negative stuff as it happens. I also plan to do a musical response to those whose knuckles scrape along the ground when they walk, but you know who I'm talking about. But that video is taking quite a lot to prepare, really. The latest trolling seems to be about the fact that I sound like I'm tutting or smacking my lips together sometimes. Well, sorry to say, but the lip smacking noises are part of the mechanical operation of the mouth. So, and some people, like me, naturally have more of that than others. It could be related, it could be an age-related thing, because I'm knocking on a bit, and also it could be because I have underlying asthma, chest, breathing problems, so my mouth, my moist mouth, could be part of the medication that I'm on. Who knows, really? I guess. What I'll try and, clearly some people find this irritating. I'll do my best to try and reduce that in noise in post-production in any future, but comments on the subject will just be ignored. I don't tend to block or remove posts unless some muppet is being stalkerish, really. That's only happened a couple of times where people have just been trying, I'm trying to make a ride out of me, and you weirdos know who you are because you can't comment anymore. But I think there are only 2 people I've ever been blocked on the channel. And I do think you have to have a thick skin to take criticism and the negative comments on YouTube or anything on the social media, really. And really, before the Chapman video, the worst comment I'd had was to "shut up, old man," which take it as you see it, really. But at the height of the Chapman video, I was having to spend about an hour each morning responding to positive and negative comments. And I generally only have a couple of rules when it comes to this sort of stuff. If it's hateful, and it might not be about me, it might be other people, it will get deleted. If anyone swears in the comments, it will be deleted. Now, this channel is not for kids, but we don't know who's watching, and like everybody, I know the words and I use bad language, but I don't think this is the place that we should be using foul language, really, because it can offend people. So no effing and jeffing, all you potty mouths out there. And lastly, don't type anything that you wouldn't say to a person face to face. It's a very simple idea, really, but the reality is some people think that there is a barrier between the camera and the screen, and that gives them the right to basically say anything that they want to say. And clearly a lot of people wouldn't say this to the person face to face. And I know that most of my views on my channel come from non-subscribers, and that's cool. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. But it would be great if more of you would subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're close to 8,000 subs, and as soon as we hit that, it'll be a giveaway. There goes the lip smacking again. There'll be a giveaway, and anybody can join in. But there'll be more about that in a future video. And I'd also like to thank my Patreon followers. Now, that's a small, dedicated group, but each month they contribute a small amount of money, as little as £1 a month, to keep me in bread and water. You know who you are, folks, but thank you. So, lastly, what's coming up in future videos? Well, there will be an in-depth review of this thing, the Soundbrenner, which, if you don't know what a Soundbrenner is, it's what's called a musician's watch. It's a metronome and a timer and a guitar tuner and all that sort of thing. There'll be some more tutorial videos planned. I will be reviewing, when I find it, the Cambridge Audio Melomania in-ear headphones, which were a birthday present. and I'm also planning to do a video about this place, about the studio, how it works. But again, any suggestions that you have for content that you want to see, please let me know. I'd be happy to try and do it. So anyway, that's enough for now. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and all the interactions are muchly appreciated, and the 1 million views is just brilliant. So thanks ever so much, everybody, and I'll see you next video. Thank you very much. Ta-da, bye-bye.